So yes, you read the title correct. This is a story on how I got fired from Walmart on my day off and how I'm mad about it. Actually, not mad, disappointed. So let's get into it.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and ride on time.
So after you watch this whole video through, comment down below if you think they're in the wrong after I tell you the story and what you think on the situation. Because I need y'all feedback for whoever watched this. I don't know who's going to, but I need y'all feedback. So the story starts off. I'm gonna start it off from the beginning on while like they were started being shady. I mean, they were shady from the beginning, but I'm gonna start from the beginning. Okay, me and my brother started Walmart at the same time at the beginning. Like we started May 15th in 2019. We started together. But then he didn't like the job and he just quit, kinda. He just walked out. So it was just me for the year. And it was fine. Like the managers was kind of rude. Some managers was rude. So I had to put them in their place. But you know, I was just there to make my $12.50 and leave. Like that song said, get the bread, get the head, then leave. But we're just getting the bread, getting some more bread, then we're leaving. We're out. So I'm like, okay. So a year passed by, it's 2020 now, and my brother start back working there. So he started it was a year, so he started back September or October in 2020. He applied, he got the position again, he was working there again because he needed a job in Walmart. He already know how to do Walmart. He was a cashier again with me. I'm still there, proud, never disappoint. I mean, I've been calling off a couple days, but never disappoint, never exceeded the points, which is 5 points. Which is crazy in the first place, because like Walmart, give your employees more than 5 points. Like things happen, and 5 points is not enough in the get-go. Just saying. And so I'm doing my job, he's doing his job, and he's calling off, but they were scheduling him on his off days. Like they would schedule him out of availability so he wouldn't show up. And he would tell them that, and they would just like fake and act like, oh, sorry, yeah, you need to tell a manager, when he was telling the manager. But I didn't say this in the video, but I'm editing now and I should have said it. But yeah, he was in school for business. That's not important, but he was in school, so he couldn't just not go to class. So they were scheduling him on the days he had class. So he just was like, okay, I can't keep coming in every time you schedule me out of availability. So he just didn't come in. I want to say in January, beginning of January, they caught him in the office and terminated him, and he wasn't able to explain. Like they weren't giving him talking space. They were just like, yeah, you need to leave, bada bada bada, you can apply back in 6 months. So I didn't know about this. He comes home and he's like, yeah, they fired me. And I'm like, how are they gonna fire you when you literally they scheduled you out of availability? Like you can't fire someone because you're in the wrong. Make it make sense. If 2 + 2 is 4 and 4 + 4 is 8, then what the fuck is that? So I'm like,
if 2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10. Okay. What the fuck is this?
So you need to talk to the hiring manager, Becca. It's not Becca, but I'm not gonna give his real name. I don't know why, but yeah. So we went in, we talked to Becca, and we were like, yeah, you need to take these points off because he literally didn't exceed the points. You guys were scheduling him off his availability. And he was like, oh yeah, okay, I can do that. We'll put you back on the schedule. Da 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 da. So we're like, okay, cool. We good. So while we were in that meeting, he was like, do you need to take off some points? And I was like, yeah, because literally y'all been scheduling, like you guys have been giving me points that aren't supposed to be there. It's not adding up. So he was like, oh yeah, I can take those points off for you. So he took the points off, da 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 da. I start work like a couple days later, and we see the front end manager for the cashiers, and he was like, well, I was standing there, he was like, see, if I was Becca, I would have fired you guys on the spot.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And then he's like, I'm joking, man. I can't fire nobody. I'm too nice to fire people. Like, who says that? Who does that? So I was just like thrown off because I don't even know you like that. Oh yeah. So I was just like,
Okay.
so I'm gonna continue doing my job. And then at the end of January, this was actually like a couple weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, my friend, my roommate actually, she got COVID. Like she couldn't taste or smell. So she went to the doctor. They said she had COVID. And my brother was at work when she told Dan, but I was already here. So we had to take 2 weeks off. So we were like, okay, we'll take this 2 weeks off because we don't want to get any Walmart employees or customers sick. Even though we didn't have it, but she did. We didn't want to spread it. We were trying to do the right thing. So that's what we did. We took 2 weeks off. We chilling, vibing. 2 weeks is over. We go to Kalahari. My aunt had a surgery on the 11th. And we go back into work to speak to the manager that Friday to be like, okay, we need to get back on the schedule because we're ready to return back to work. We have bills to pay too. And we talked to the manager. He said, yeah, you guys come in Saturday. But then we talked to this girl named Tiffany, which is the hiring manager. And she said, yeah, you guys can go to Sedgwick and then say you are ready to return back to work. And we were like, okay, cool. We are ready to return back to work. So we did that. It said we're waiting for a call. So we didn't go into work because we were waiting for the call. So we waited a couple days after talking to Tiffany saying we gotta wait for a call. And my brother needed to change his direct deposit because something happened with his card. So we were like, okay, cool. Let's just go into Walmart. Let's speak to Becca, the main manager, and see what's going on. Like, when are we gonna be put on the schedule? So we go in, we see Becca, and we were like, so when are we gonna put back on the schedule? He was like, yeah, I need to talk to the people up front, and then you'll be put back on the schedule. It should happen soon. Okay, we're like, okay, cool. And then we go change this direct deposit, which is in this computer room. And then we were in the computer room for like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, not even. And the upfront manager and one other bald manager comes back there, and he's like, he has 2 papers in his hand. And he's like, actually, we're not going to be able to put you back on the schedule because you guys are going to be terminated.
Hey, and I need a raise. You see how that exchange of information did nothing for either of us?
And we're just like, okay, why is that? And he was like, yeah, you guys exceeded the points, and yeah, we're gonna have to let you go. I'm confused because I'm like, last time I checked, I had like 2 or 3 points, and my brother just got his points like taken off like before he went on leave. So how are we exceeding the points now? So he gave us our papers, and my brother, he had a point from the day he took off for the leave, and I had points just were thrown there for some reason. I've never seen his points before in my life. He's never seen his points, and we're just like, so you're terminating us because I had 5 points when you're allowed to have 5 points, even though I really didn't have 5 points, and he had 6 points. So it was just like, it didn't add up to us. And we were just like, okay, we were over the situation. And we were like, dang, you couldn't even let us know 2 weeks. Like, you could have let us know when my brother was about to leave to take the 2 weeks. Actually, we got paid for the 2 weeks, so luckily he didn't do that. But he could have called us or something and said we were going to be... As I'm editing this, it doesn't make sense. I'm happy he didn't tell us before the 2 weeks, because then we would have been terminated and didn't get 2 weeks of pay. But it's kind of just like, call us, give us a heads up to find new jobs. Why are you telling us when we come back just for us not to have a job right when we come back from a COVID leave? I don't know. It was just very messed up in my head. Still is right now. Also, my brother said that while he was looking at our papers, he saw that like at the top of the paper, if you like print the company, I guess, it tells you the day it was printed, and it was printed that day. Like, so someone must have saw us. They must have printed it right then and there. So I don't think they were gonna tell us like when we first started our leave, we weren't gonna be fired. They just made this up, I feel, but I don't know. They're just shady. Terminated. But no, he waited until we got back. We weren't even back because we weren't put on schedule. We were just going in to change the direct deposit, and then he terminated us for no reason. Which he probably wanted to terminate us both in the first place, which he told me already. So it was just no quinkadink. He was just a fraud. Walmart's a fraud. And then he told us, he was like, yeah, I talked to Becca and he said that since I helped you guys before, which is in the beginning of the video, I told you guys that we went in there the first time he got fired and he helped me, but he really didn't help me because I wasn't getting fired. My brother got terminated from them mistaken. No, so really, he really didn't help us and they didn't want to help us. He said, Becca already said we couldn't help you. And we were just like, then why didn't Becca tell us that we were losing our jobs instead of lying to us saying, oh yeah, we'll put you back in the schedule in a couple days. It should be taking time. I'm about to let the upfront people know. So why are you lying to us, Walmart?
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
That's why I don't shop at Walmart anyway. I shop at Kroger. But yeah, leave me a comment down below to tell me what you think of this whole spill of Walmart playing us and us getting fired on our days off. Because, and it wasn't even like, we got fired after we came back from our COVID leave. Thank you, Walmart. So that's why I'm not mad at the situation, because you know what? I was loyal. They're losing someone loyal. Because I came to work, I lighten up the place. They're losing me. I'm not losing them. Like, that's just a Walmart. Like, it's just a little, I'm working on my career now. So thanks for letting me go, because now I'm claiming that unemployment. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.